following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Join Mary Tyler Moore and the gang at a new time today at 4:30.
Today, one of these pairs of stars is sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a prize package worth over $3,000. Which star is it? From the Doctors, Nancy Pinkerton and Frank Luz. From Another World, Susan Keith and Paul Stevens. From Days of Our Lives, Richard Guthrie and Tracy Brinkman. As the World Turns with Dennis Cooney and Kelly Wood. Search for Tomorrow with Sherry Mathis and Rod Aarons. The Young and Restless Brenda Dixon and Bob Colbert. Also from Days of Our Lives, both Bill and Susan Hayes and Quinn Redeker and Brenda Benet. Or Wayland and Madam. All in the Hollywood Squares. And here is the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Ken. Good day and welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, guys. Daytime drama here on the Hollywood Squares, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure that you folks out there are. You've game show fans and soap opera fans. Our champion for this week is a gentleman who is an insurance salesman, also a seminary instructor for a church, father of two. How old are your children, Greg?
2 and 6 months.
Well, your wife must be very excited. Won a secret square worth $5,800 and $400 in cash. You've got yourself over $6,000. Greg Wall, nice to see you, and welcome back. Visiting from Akron, Ohio. You'll be married to what, 25 years?
25 years. I just had my anniversary.
That's really nice. Mother of 5, grandmother of 2, vacationing from Akron, Ohio, Barb Norad. Nice to see you, dear, and good luck. Okay. We have a commercial, then we'll continue.
You might only know how really good Ban Roll-On is if you try something else. I found out the week we went to the beach to visit my parents. I brought my suntan lotion, but forgot my Ban Roll-On. Mom lent me her secret aerosol, so I used it instead. But it didn't keep me as dry as Ban Roll-On. I'm told Ban Roll-On keeps you drier than any leading spray, and I believe it.
Ban Roll-On. If you're using any leading spray, find out for yourself how effective Ban Roll-On is.
With my arthritis, getting in and out of the tub can be frightening. But with Arthritis Strength Bufferin, I can ease the minor pain for hours, move better. It gives me extra strength when the arthritis first flares up. But Arthritis Strength Bufferin adds extra protection from stomach upset ordinary aspirin can cause. Sure feels good to have the extras of Arthritis Strength Bufferin.
Arthritis Strength Bufferin. Extra strength, extra protection.
Barb, Greg, you know the rules. Here's where we stand. It's the second game of the match, 2 circles in the necks, and Barb, it's your turn.
My favorite, Young and the Restless, is Brenda Dixon and Bob Colbert.
All righty.
Oh, I love that show.
According to the book, 100 Ways to Popularity, this is the most important thing for a girl to remember when she sits. What is it?
Okay.
You sure she has a chair under it, huh?
Yeah, she has to have a chair. Okay, but this is etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when she sits, she must
Cross your legs after you sit down.
No, I think she should cross her legs.
Cross the legs.
Make sure the skirt is down. No, cross the legs.
Cross legs.
I agree.
No? Keep her knees together.
Oh, you're kidding.
Would I kid you? Put an X there. Greg, a break for you.
Sherry Mathis and Rod Aarons.
In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they sing. All right? Finish the line of that song. I didn't know it was the line of a song, so I'll try it again. In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they sing. Finish the line of that song.
I'm a singer, but I never remember lyrics.
Terrific.
In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they sing.
Let's fall in love.
Let's fall in love.
Yes. Disagree.
In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they sing. I love a parade. No. It's, that's amore. Yes. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Okay, Bob, your turn.
Dennis, Cooney and
Kelly
Kelly
Wood.
Wood and I have always been in love with Jay Stallings.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The contestant gets so excited. It really is wonderful to watch. Yeah.
It's like meeting your family.
Sure. Say, nobody does that to me. They go, "Hi, Pete, how's it going?" That's it. You know. Anyway, Richard Burton says it's something less than a man, while it's something more than a woman. What is it? It's something less than a man, while it's something more than a woman. What is it? What is? What is?
I heard a voice. Do you know?
You do it.
Being a
Stop.
spouse?
Being a spouse.
I disagree.
Being an actor. Being an actor. Yes, you have the circle, and Greg, it's your turn.
Quinn Redeker and Brenda Benet, please.
Quinn, nice to see you. Welcome to our show. Quinn was filming really down the hall yesterday. Didn't have a chance to do our show, so Deirdre Hall filled in wonderfully well, I might add.
Yes, that bothers me.
Say, when a recipe instructs you to pound a piece of meat until it's flat, what should you use to do it?
A large stone. No. There's a meat pounder.
A meat pounder.
No? Wait a minute.
No, that's okay. We'll go with that. I had an idea, but go ahead.
You spend more time in the kitchen. What
I was going to say a rolling pin.
A rolling pin. Now we have meat powder, rolling pin. What are you guys going to go with?
To the feminine distaff side, spending more time in the kitchen, rolling pin.
A rolling pin.
I'll disagree.
It's a meat pounder. Every good cook should have one, in fact. Yeah.
Keith and Paul Stevens.
All right. From the series Another World. Do you watch that?
No. I think it's opposite as the world turns.
Is it opposite as the world turns?
I think so.
What a dumb question to ask. Now, I should have been more professional than that, because I should have figured out all the options, but there's that little devil in person here. Say, when he left, General MacArthur said, "I shall return." When he got back, did he say, "I have returned, here I am, or I'm back"? What did he say? "I have returned, here I am, or I'm back"?
All three, I think.
No, he said one that they kind of recorded for posterity.
I think it was number 2.
Here I am.
Here I am.
I disagree.
I have returned. Mm-hmm. Good. Wouldn't it be funny if he got off and said, "Hi, kids, I'm back." We have a commercial. We'll be back.
Oh, Jack, you ought to get fit and trim.
I'm trying, Mr. Thompson.
No, I mean your dog ought to get fit and trim dog food. It's low in calories and fat.
He's got a better shape than I do.
Yeah, but if he doesn't eat right, he could lose that good shape.
Well, that's true.
That's why fit and trim is low in calories, low in fat, to help him keep his shape.
Believe me, pal, it's easier to keep your shape than to try to get it back.
Before your dog loses his shape, get him fit and trim from Purina.
Greg, it's your turn.
Nancy Pinkerton and Frank Luz, please.
It's Luz, I believe.
Luz.
Luz.
Luz in Portuguese.
Are you Portuguese?
Half Portuguese, half Irish. That's the combination.
Alrighty. This is, by the way, for $600. Incorrect. Barb will win the championship, so up to you guys. Dagwood has Blondie, Little Abner had Daisy May. Who does Sluggo have? Sluggo.
Myrna.
Myrna? Myrna.
Disagree.
Nancy. Nancy? Nancy. We have a tie game. We have a Secret Square game today for $3,400. Ken?
And Circle starts a Secret Square, which includes Chromecraft Centurion dining set, plush velvety armchairs with carefully turned wooden legs on chrome casters, and a matching table with wood-grain plastic surface that defies heat and moisture, furnished by Chromecraft Furniture. Also, a beautiful 47-piece set of American royalty Spring Gardens ivory porcelain china, full service for 8-man hand-share dining table, furnished by the Salad Master Corporation. Plus, a tap and microwave oven. This tap and touch model features 6 automatic memory levels, an automatic temperature probe which senses the interior temperature of food, and the probe turns the oven off as you wish. Furnished by Tappan Appliances. Also, Cape Heart Disco model, deluxe AM/FM recorder magic, 3-speed automatic record changer with 8-track and cassette recorder player. Many ways to record your favorite program. Furnished by Cape Heart. And Fostoria's fine American lead crystal in the Stratton pattern. Catching and playing with light is only deep-faceted crystal can. Lead crystal furnished by Fostoria.
What is the Secret Square's another stars of week to help you with the blush and the actual questions. For the first time today, I'll ask Barb. Barb, game of the match.
Bill and Susan Hayes.
All right. This has been called the best adult exercise known.
Oh, it certainly is.
Now, 5 minutes of it is equal to an hour on the tennis court. And 10 minutes of it is equal to jogging a mile.
I believe
What's the miracle exercise we're talking about?
You suppose it's jumping rope? No, it's for something big, heavy for adults. How about
That's hard.
swimming? It's easy for
No,
you,
no.
hard for me.
I'd go with jumping rope.
Jumping rope.
Yeah. Jumping rope.
Jumping rope.
I agree.
Jumping rope. Oh, great.
Dennis Cooney and Kelly Wood, please.
Dennis Kelly. Oh, by the way, there's an album out. It's called John Gabriel Sings. Now, John is not on our show. But he's on a wonderful series called Ryan's Hope with Helen Gallagher. It's an album. John Gabriel sings, and Kelly Wood sings on the album, as does Sherry Mathis. And we wish you luck with the album, Kelly and Sherry. Yes. Anyway, here we go for a question. According to studies in psychology today, men like to hear jokes about sex the most. That's a fact. What joke topic do women like most? Joke topic.
Women, I would think jokes about kids or children. No?
Kelly?
What do I know?
Sex. No, sex. I would say sex.
They also like to hear jokes about sex.
Gee, I'll have to agree with that.
That's their favorite topic also, yeah.
Nancy Dickinson and Frank Love.
Who's more likely to commit adultery? The wife of a garbage man or the wife of a doctor?
The wife.
Well, speaking as a doctor, I would have to say the wife of a doctor.
I would say so. I agree.
That's why there's not a series called The Garbage. The Garbage. Yeah. All right, Greg.
Quinn Redeker and Brenda Benet, please.
That's a lot of coffee. That sounded like apocalypse again. And again. It's the Secret Square. It's worth $3,400. All right, that got our heart started here in the studio, I'll say that.
Blew my pants off.
Blew your pants off, man? Oh, my goodness gracious. It'll be all right. Say, what famous American novel ends with the philosophical phrase, I can't stand it. I've been there before. I can't stand it. I've been there before. Now, is that Catcher in the Rye, Huckleberry Finn, or The Naked and the Dead?
You know this. Could tell him. You know.
No, you're the writer.
You know this.
No,
All
come
right.
on, go ahead.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to preface Quinn, by the way, wrote a little thing, a sweet little movie called The Deer Hunter. That's a fact. A lot of people don't know that. Yes. And that is the true story.
I originated it. There's not 4 names on it. Mine's last. I think Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye.
I would say.
I'll agree.
Huckleberry Finn.
See?
Uh-huh. Cannot put a circle there. You'll have to net yourself. Tomorrow's Secret Square, $7,200. Barb?
Quinn Redrick and Brenda
Redeker and Brenda Benet for $400 and the championship. True or false, the infamous Marquis de Sade was one of Europe's most vocal supporters for equal rights for women. The Marquis de Sade.
This is a little-known fact. Tell him.
No, you go ahead. You did so well on the last one.
We just stopped by for the coffee. We were just in the hall. No.
Did the Marquis de Sade, was he a supporter for ER?
Yes, he was.
I agree.
According to the book, would you believe the Marquis de Sade said, yep, let's have equal rights for women. How about them apples? We have a new champion, Barb Norris.
Think about that a minute.
Let's pause for this commercial. We'll be back.
I was born on a farm, so I won't touch a vegetable soup unless it's loaded with country vegetables.
Chunky vegetable soup is loaded with country vegetables.
I mean chunks of vegetables.
Chunky has chunks of carrots, potatoes, celery.
Plus tomatoes and corn.
Plus tomatoes and corn.
Tastes like chunky vegetable was born on a farm, too.
Campbell's Chunky Vegetable. So chunky you'll be tempted to eat it with a fork.
But use a spoon to get every drop.
I hear you came down with a nasty cold last night.
Yep.
You were all stuffed up, huh?
Hard to breathe.
What'd your mother do?
Rub some nice medicine on me. Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, mothers call it the love rub. Bet it helped.
Yep. Later I could breathe easier.
Sure, it's more than love. It's good, effective medicine. Vicks medicated vapors work on your stuffy nose for up to 8 hours. How'd you sleep? Vicks Vapor Rub. It's more than love. It's good, effective medicine.
Any contestant who wins 5 matches will win over $25,000. That's our grand prize. That's $10,000 in cash. His and her automobiles. Kenny?
One features the all-new Buick Skylark, designed for comfort and convenience, with front-wheel drive providing impressive control and traction, furnished by Buick. We'll be back with more of Hollywood Squares after this message.
Anthony told Mama my cooking was magic.
Bake the magic.
Open the door to a wonderful show.
With Pillsbury Crescent Rolls.
Make the magic of pop and fresh dough. Hot, flaky crescents, they're sure to please. They make a dinner special, even Mama agrees.
That's baking a good impression.
You can make magic, you know.
I did.
With the magic of pop and fresh dough.
He's the man who owns the store, and that's why he'll do so much more for you.
Featured now in Value Rights Christmas mailer are these specials. Texas Instrument LCD watches, his and hers, just $9.99. Sony cassettes starting at just $1.99. Since your Value Right pharmacist is an independent businessman, he can't afford to be less than the best.
He's Value Right.
Greg, you leave us with over, I would imagine, let me see, about close to $7,000 in cash and merchandise. We thank you very much for playing the Hollywood Squares. Greg Wall. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, visitor Bob Nurok from Akron, Ohio. Win $5,000 worth of California green. It's up there somewhere.
Well, my husband said to win him a 103-piece tool set.
Okay.
But
we are giving that away still, I would
Right.
imagine.
I'm going to Dennis Cooney and Kelly Wood.
Yes, you've been flirting with Dennis all week. So read the envelope, Dennis, Kelly, and let's find out what Barbara's won for herself.
I still can't believe, Barbara, that you're a grandmother. I'm still boggled by that. Kelly, how would you like to read that?
You didn't bring your glasses either?
No, I have mine. I don't need them. When you're hot, you're hot. The ingredients for a special evening of fun, your new sleeping bag, something from your new wine rack.
And finally, a firing extinguisher.
You didn't do that well at all.
Oh, you guys. What I want to know is where do you get the gift? You go to garage sales? What is that? We have a new player, a police sergeant with the Seal Beach Police Department, father of 3, Ron Lawson. Ron, welcome. Nice to see you. Good luck on the show. Take a start.
Take Bill and Susan Hayes.
According to the wonderful world of animals, will anything get a cow to smile?
We just went to England, and I photographed every cow that was dropping at Blenheim because they used the cattle there to mow the lawns, you know. And I spent... I don't think so.
I think so. A bull.
Oh.
So you say yes, a cow can smile?
Yes. I disagree.
No, a cow... Cows don't smile.
See,
Poor
honey, it
babies.
doesn't work
put it
like
next there.
that.
Barb?
Dennis Cooney and Kelly Wood.
A cruel man named Torquemada, or Torquemada, I think it's Mata, was in charge of one of the nastiest bits of European history. What was it?
And very nasty it was, the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes. I agree.
That's what he did. Yep, you got it. Ron?
Go to Nancy Pickett and Frank Gart.
Gary Cooper and Ingrid Bergman starred in the movie version of this Hemingway novel about the Spanish Civil War. What's the movie?
Farewell to Arms.
Farewell to Arms.
I'll agree.
For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls. With a circle. Barb.
Richard Guthrie and Tracy
Brigman. According to the book, The Best of the Music Makers, which of these people is a Rhodes Scholar? Rhodes Scholar. Is it Paul McCartney, Chris Christopherson, or Paul Williams, a Rhodes Scholar?
Well, I'm going to have to think about that one.
How about you, Tracy?
What?
Tracy, your dad's the musician. What's the answer?
That's true. Dad, help. I like Chris Christopherson. I think he's pretty cute. But I'd say Paul McCartney.
I'll go along with that.
Okay. Paul McCartney is a Rhodes Scholar.
I disagree.
Who's a Rhodes Scholar?
Chris Christopherson.
He sure is.
Yeah.
You have the circle, and we have a commercial. We'll be back.
Honey, how long are you going to be in there?
In a minute. These bathroom walls really needed help. So I got new flare squares. Just put them in water and put them up. Just finishing up.
Flare squares are easy to handle, even in hard places.
Wow! Looks great! How'd you do it?
Easy, with flare squares. Today the bathroom, tomorrow the kitchen.
Introducing tough, washable flare squares from DuPont, the easy way to decorate.
The makers of the laxative most often recommended by doctors announce the great taste of oranges and the natural goodness of grain together in new orange-flavored Metamucil. Made from grain, rich in bulk with no chemical stimulants to give gentle, effective relief from occasional constipation.
That is a nice taste.
Made from natural grain with a pleasant taste of oranges. New orange flavor Metamucil.
Ron, your turn.
I'll go to Sherry and Rod Block.
All righty. For a while, it was Farrah Fawcett. Then it was Cheryl Tiegs. But who is the best-selling poster girl today?
I know Rod knows that one.
Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie Anderson from WKRP in Cincinnati.
I'll agree.
No. Big hit movie. I think it's called 10. Yes. Bo Derek. Bo Derek. It is she beautiful. Can't put a circle there, Barb. You'll have to earn that yourself.
Susan Keith and Paul Stevens.
All righty. For $600. According to the great religious leader Martin Luther, how many times a week should a husband reasonably expect physical affection from his wife? Twice, 4 times, or 7 times a week?
7.
That's what you
Yes.
7.
7.
Yeah, why not? 7.
7.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
Mine does, but I disagree.
Wait, hold it. Let's hear about this. That's
why she's a grandmother.
25 years. 7 times.
Well, it's been 23 wonderful years because 2 were kind of...
Oh, really? What was the cause of it? Do you remember? Oh, by the way, it was twice. Circle gets to score $600 here for a bar. All right. Let's clear the board and Barb take a starter.
Bill and Susan Hayes.
Say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Say what?
Maria.
Maria. Hey, Susan, that was
We've been
close.
working on the act.
What is there gonna...
That isn't in the act.
Okay, Rod, your turn.
I'll go to Susan and Paul Stevens.
David Niven uses red wine to do it. Walter Matthau rides a bike. Ingrid Bergman reads poetry, and Ringo Starr counts numbers. What are they trying to do when they do this? Wine, bike riding, poetry, counts numbers.
Certainly relax.
Relax. Get rid of stress.
Relax, get rid of stress.
I'll agree with them.
I have to get a ruling on it. We have sleep, but no, we needed sleep, not relax. Okay, let's put a circle there. Barb?
Brenda Dixon and Bob Colbert.
Who abandoned his wife, Octavia, to live with Cleopatra? Was that Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, or Ptolemy?
Well, I think that was Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
I agree.
That was Mark Antony. Put an X there. Back in it, Ron. Pick a star.
We tried.
I'll go to Waylon and Madam.
Right in the center. 71% of your body, madam, 71% of your body is what?
Plywood. And sometimes my hinges just drive me crazy.
71% of your body is...
71%. It's water.
Water.
I'll agree.
Specifically salty water. Yeah, with an X and a commercial. We'll be back.
I like chocolate milk, but the powder I use floats on top and leaves lumps of chocolate in my glass.
I've discovered Milkmaid chocolate-flavored syrup. It mixes lickety-split and doesn't leave lumps of chocolate in my glass. Milkmaid puts the great taste of chocolate in my stomach. It doesn't leave it in my glass.
Milkmaid mixes more completely than powders, and Milkmaid tastes so much more chocolatey, too. Milkmaid puts the great taste of chocolate in your stomach. It doesn't leave it in your glass.
Here's a super value gift sale on Sears Best Robes to make you feel warm all over. Save $6 on these plush velvety fleece robes. Now just $28.99. Save $6 on a snugly selection of luxuriously thick pile robes. Now just $25.99 each. So for a robe sale to make you feel warm all over, for gifts or for yourself, come into Sears, where America shops for value. Sale ends December 8th.
Wayland and Madam will be opening the Sahara Hotel in November. Well, I guess they're there. You'll be there through December the 9th. Wayland and Madam at the Sahara Hotel in Las Vegas. Have a nice day. See you here tomorrow for more fun on the Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye.
Today's party contestant receives the lustrous, beautiful blue-white Kenya gem featured in these brilliant earrings and settings of 14-karat solid gold, 35 Kenya gems. Plus, Otron's computer dialer automatically dials your telephone number with a single push of a button. Stores 20 numbers, feature a built-in calculator, a clock with 5 alarm settings, and an instant redial button. Furnished by Otron and S&H Screen Stamps. You may select a gift from hundreds of brand-name items in the 1979 Idea Book. They help make your money do more. Also, Town and Country Tableware by Washington Ford. Beautiful teakwood handles and mirror-bright stainless steel. Dishwasher safe from Washington Ford. Plus, from Conair, a collection of personal care appliances designed for your beauty needs. Conair affords that professional touch at home. And it's a classic warmer for men and women. Fashionable for town or country styles for ultimate warmth and comfort. The warmer only from Elmer Little Gloves. And cup of noodles loaded with noodles, plus vegetables and seasoning in a rich hearty broth. 5 flavors, twin pack and regular size cup of noodles. Plus, smooth and silky their Remington, the electric razor for women that we believe shaves as well as a blade. The Remington Smooth and Silky. And the great Cook's Collection, Miro's finest heavyweight aluminum cooks as good as it looks. Cup porcelain finish on the outside, Silverstone premium non-stick interior from Miro Aluminum Company.
Tonight, the senator's dead, but still running for office. It's a stiff competition, and the biggest cover-up since Watergate on The Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo, starring Claude Akins. Then Charles Bronson is St. Ives. He's a private eye who finds himself in the middle of a $5 million con game, where the payoff is murder. Jacqueline Bisset, John Houseman, and Charles Bronson star in the television premiere of St. Ives. That's The Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo, followed by St. Ives, both tonight here on NBC.
This has been a Merrill Leader, Bob Quigley production.
This is NBC News Update with Jane Pauley.
Good morning. Iranians have voted overwhelmingly for a constitution that makes Ayatollah Khomeini undisputed ruler for life. Results came in as the American hostages began their 31st day in captivity. The UN Security Council meets again today and is expected to hear a resolution for the release of the hostages. And the International Court of Justice has begun work on Washington's request that the court order Iran to free them. Syria and Libya today ask a conference of Arab oil nations to support Iran in its dispute with the United States. Saudi Arabia said no and walked out. President Carter this afternoon will come out officially for a second term in the White House. And Ralph Nader called on telephone subscribers today to get together and fight the phone companies. Nader said subscribers have too little to say about how much they pay. Jade Pauley, NBC News, New York.
Hostages expecting to go home while the Shah searches for a home. The elements of the crisis in Iran come together on NBC Nightly News with John Chancellor.
This is NBC.
They're so bad.
Well, I thought that's what's...